What's going on, motherfuckers? Let me see how I sound. Hold on. Hmm. Test. Oh wow, I sound wonderful. All right, all right. Let me adjust my little mic. This thing is pretty cool. All right, now it's a crying shame that I gotta say anything after months and months and months. But you give people some time to like, and now like I've done it before. I brought it to somebody's attention. I deleted the video pretty quickly. Maybe some people caught it, maybe they didn't. I'm just saying I'm not a part of your fucking mess. Like fuck off. I have other shit to do. You got a beef with somebody else, blah 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 blah. That's your beef. Stop bringing my name into shit. I don't have nothing to do with you people. I haven't spoken to you. Don't act like I've spoken to you. I mean, these people have a tendency to want to use you when you try to walk away and use your name. And I'm not going to comb through hours and hours of video because I got a life. But I just happened to, look at something and I just happened to catch something, just like I've caught other things, here and there. And I could make a big old long fucking thing about this person and that person, but this can be just out to anybody and everybody. Like I got nothing to do with you or your bullshit, But here we go. Let's listen.
And that's amazing.
Unpopular opinion, I think that dog fucking is right. It's not. He actually told me himself that he doesn't do it anymore, but he made a bunch of money. You can ask Coach, you can ask Anna, you can ask JT, you can ask Jules. You can ask a whole bunch of people that he was in the same circle with, and he admitted to that. So no, he did do that. I did that, yes. I said
Okay. Did you hear my name? Maybe it was an accident. Maybe this, maybe that. It could be anything. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Is just stop. Just leave me out of your shit. You can ask JT. What are you asking me for? Ain't nobody around to ask me shit. I ain't asking anybody to be around to ask me shit. I'm asking like, hey, fuck off. Fuck off. Like y'all motherfucking move on down the road and do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do with none of your mess. If you want the truth of the matter, here's the truth of the matter. Online, when you are selling a certain product, and what Will was selling was some form of sex. Everybody has a niche, okay? There's a guy I know who's actually on YouTube that I could show you and say this guy here invented the coming on a bitch's face on porn. That was his niche. Like literally, like it is like somehow attractive for a dude to come on a bitch's face. Like, what is attractive about that? Where did that come from? Where did that originate from? I can tell you the individual that came from. It was his niche, and he plastered the internet with that shit. Every fucking, that was his niche. I don't know what Will's former niche was. It was not dog fucking. That's not true. Tammy's a goddamn liar. Whenever she says that, did he make a bunch of money? That depends on how you look at it. Tammy, you sell insurance, right? And just like in the real world, on the internet, you got a way where you promote your business. Now, you may go to a restaurant, like you go to a restaurant and maybe you asked or made an agreement or arrangement or something where, you got your insurance company advertised at that restaurant, and they got a certain code so that you can give credit to that restaurant for advertising you, right? So whenever they come to you, you realize, okay, well, I realize that this customer came that's buying my product, which is insurance or whatever, sex with Will, maybe his little I don't remember what his little niche was, but it wasn't dog fucking, it was something else. And maybe it's butt fucking, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's gay sex. Who the fuck knows what Will had going on? But let's say that that's the case, right? That Will has his little niche. That's what he sells. He doesn't sell insurance. He sells some sort of sex. Okay. Now, like whenever that person comes to you and they got that little code to buy insurance from you, you know that they were referenced or they found out about your business through that restaurant. Now, let's say that you made an arrangement or agreement with somebody at a massage parlor, okay, and let's say that it has a bad reputation in your town, or you've heard recently that it has a bad reputation in your town, and that they sell sex there, let's say, or something like that. But all you're selling is insurance, and you're just looking for a promotion. You're not doing anything illegal. You're not doing anything wrong. That's where your business is being promoted. I mean, if you accept that money, would that therefore, I don't know, what would that do to you? If you were to do something like that, I mean, and accept that money, that promotion from that particular I mean, is that morally okay? I mean, it's questionable, right? I mean, it depends on the individual. Some people are like okay with it, some people may not be. Oh well. Um, so what Will was saying was the person that he promoted his business to was basically animal fucking. That was their niche, right? So that's where he's promoting his thing to. And whenever they had that code or whatever, that would be entered into to get into his site, he knew where that traffic was coming from so that he could give them credit, so that he could give them a return, a certain amount of money of whatever was agreed upon. And that's how that worked. And he knew that they were from the dog fuckers. It's not really that complicated, or something like that. Or animal fuckers or something like that. Okay. Which, depending on the individual, I guess, hey, what's up? Could be seen however you want to see it, you know, but to bring my name into it, like and he made money from that, because just like if you had any business at any time, anywhere, and you promote that business at some sort of a shady individual or shady place or a shady spot, you might know, okay, well, I'm making money or I'm promoting my business through this shady ass business, which is really nothing, but for you to say, oh, well, therefore he's a dog fucker, or so, that really has nothing to do with it. You don't ask me to back you up on that. That's absolute nonsense. Nonsense. That makes no sense whatsoever for you to do. But I don't have time for your nonsense. I'm just not involved. I'm not involved with you anymore than I'm involved with him. I don't have anything to do with Will, and I don't have anything to do with you, and I don't want anything to do with either one of you. But for you to, bring my name up all the way till now, I don't really understand that. Don't want to understand it. Don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be left out. All of y'all tend to fight over it, over dumb shit, and the shit that y'all fight over, you just make shit up about one another. Or you take some figment, fragment of the truth and you blow it out into this fucking out of proportion thing that is untrue, and that's your business. You do what you want to do to one another. I don't really care. But if you're going to bring me into it, then you're going to need for me to be, I'm going to be honest about it. It just, mhm. Well, yeah, but she totally like here. I'll show you right quick. She totally, you know, and she's not the only one, that has decided to do that. You know, she's not the only one. I mean, I'm kind of picking on her a little bit. Whoops. I think I shared the wrong screen. Hold on. There it is. I'm picking on her a little bit, but she is by far not the only one.
Your intention was good, but you shouldn't have touched that. Well, don't tell me what to do. I'm a 56-year-old woman with a whole lot more life experience. Trust me. If somebody says to me, I don't have food, guess what? I'm going to give it to them. Crystal, if you'd ever messaged me and said, Tammy, I'm broke and I can't eat, I'd have given you $50. That's how I am.
And that's amazing.
Unpopular opinion, I think that dog fucking is right. It's not. He actually told me himself that he doesn't do it anymore, but he made a bunch of money. You can ask Coach, you can ask Anna, you can ask JT, you can ask Jewel.
See, you can ask JT. Did she or did she not say my name? And why? Why was that necessary? You know, so she totally said my name right there. So I mean, there's no denying that. You know, and like I said earlier, I could throw up 1,000 examples of 1,000 different people doing that around here. You know, but if you wanted the truth of the matter, looking at this, you know, like Crystal Roberts is 1,000% right. But meanwhile, you got people like Jules arguing with her, you know, and all this other shit, you know, and telling her, you know, whatever, because none of the shit that you're doing right now, harping and harassing this woman about her past, none of that is going to fix her. Is that your goal? Is to fix this woman and fix her life because she's fucked it up? It's her decision to fuck up her life. You can't fix it for her. So what are you going to do? You just going to get on the internet and scream at her for what? And that's going to do what? Exactly. I mean, so no, I don't understand. I don't want to be involved. I don't want anything to do with your dumb shit. You know, all this shit is dumb. You know, I wanted to come on here and have fun with people. I didn't want to do this dumb shit. And I don't even want to be here now because y'all have taken all the fun out of this shit. It's not fun. It's never been fun. It will never be fun. You know, I felt like it, you know, I made a video and I took the motherfucking shit down and you know pretty quickly because I think that the person who I made it to got the fucking hint because they started off putting up a bunch of shit that was you know old for a minute because apparently they were pissed because I had enough nerve to come in and say, "Hey, look, I'm not involved with your fucking ass. Leave me the fuck out of your shit." To be called out like that, so it made them mad. And then eventually, you know what? They looked stupid for doing it, so they took it down again. But you know, I think that all of y'all are immature. You need to grow the fuck up and move on because this harping on somebody else's past over and over and over again ain't solving shit. It ain't gonna make that person fucking look towards their own future and change. It ain't gonna fix anything. Why don't y'all fucking move the fuck around and move on with life? You know, but whatever you do, whatever you decide to do, if you want to fucking bang each other's heads up against the wall over and over again, go for it. Just leave me the fuck out of it. You know, that's all I'm saying. And for you to say what you're saying about Will, I don't think it's intellectually honest, and I don't think it's fair. And you claim yourself to be a truth teller. Well, that was a blatant lie. That was so much inaccurate, you know, statements within what you're saying that it really and truly might as well be a lie. Because it's just like saying that you would be responsible for um what your customer, I mean, it happens to be his customers. His customers, a large percentage of his customers would come over from a certain spot and he knew about it. That was really shady as fuck, where they were fucking dogs or whatever the fuck, or animals or something. That's basically what it is. He has no responsibility for that. They're buying his product. He's not selling that product. It's just that his customers are coming from somebody that is selling that product. And that's between them and those customers. If a customer wants to buy a shady, I mean, it's kind of like if you had somebody who, whatever, that they sold, that happened to reference you to a lot of people because they just happen to be your friend or they like you, and they're selling weed all over town, and they happen to say, "Yeah, go to Tammy for insurance," you know. And a lot of the big difference would be that one person would know it and the other person may not. You may not know how a customer got referenced to you, but he happens to know how his customers are being referenced to him. He's going, yeah, and the way it worked was I promote your business in my business, and you promote my business in your business. And that happens in the business world all the time, whether you're talking about real life or the internet. Yeah, oh, I always had fun too. But some people you can't have fun with, and it's unfortunate. Some of these motherfuckers will get offended by anything. They will start, they will pull something out of nothing or turn something nothing into something. They have this way about them that they like to do that bullshit, and that's on them. I mean, if they can't have fun or whatever, you know, and what they do is they do this thing where I don't like this person, so I'm going to demonize this person and make them out to be like whatever. And that's fine. If that's the way they want to do it, and they want to create a beef that really isn't a beef, and a situation that really isn't a situation, or a problem that really isn't a problem, and get involved in some shit that isn't really their business. And you know, that's just the way I feel about it. So I mean, as far as like Tammy and or anybody else, but if they want to bring me into it, or anybody else wants to bring me into it, don't. Just leave me out of it. You're not gonna like what I have to say about it. I think that you're stupid, I even doing any of this shit because it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? But anyways, peace out. Y'all be good.